Hello.
What up, what up, what up?
We back and we're ready to party because you know why? We got our one and only favorite guest back.
Our only guest.
Samantha Morrow.
Hello, hello.
Welcome.
So excited to be back.
Yay.
Your beautiful home.
Thanks for coming.
Ayo.
Thanks for inviting me again.
You know
Please
what?
come always.
I think
always
this
come
should
over.
be like let's put it on the calendar. Like this needs to be something we do regularly.
There's one thing you love. It's a calendar. So send the invite
I
out.
will send a cal invite any time of the week.
And it might
I'm
be
there.
her whole damn schedule. So get ready once you're invited to this Google calendar.
Well, the notes are.
We got notes. We got
Yeah.
calendars. We're
They got
communicating.
a lovely soundboard that I'm seeing in person for the first time.
We got buttons. We got knobs.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on the soundboard?
I think it's beautiful and colorful.
A lot of colors.
Yes.
And
I mean, very advanced.
we're high tech here.
I like, but it's dumbed down though with colors and shapes, so I can understand what I need to do and what I need to press.
And I currently have my glasses on so I can actually see what the different sounds are because that's been a struggle.
Proud
Yeah.
of you.
And I
Thank
mean,
you.
how many years now has it been where you've absolutely refused to wear your glasses in many scenarios?
I'm like, I'm fine. And then I'm like, my glasses, I can't
Yeah.
see the movie.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, what was the last show we went to? We were probably sitting
Oh, a
in
show.
seats way up high, and
nosebleeds.
Yeah, just as we sit down, should be
Run
like,
the town?
run the town.
Was it?
That wasn't the
that
last one, but that's a good example, Sam.
Well, if Beyonce's involved, boy, I'm bringing my glasses.
Yeah, you better
so.
bring your glasses.
You didn't that time. We were in the nosebleeds. The second we sit down, she's like, guys, I forgot my glasses.
Well, you know what? Here's a quick update on my end. I haven't told you, Sam. I have been practicing driving.
Yay!
Thank you. It's a big deal for me. I'm just a wimp and a horrible driver. So my area is the safest place to practice.
Yeah.
But like when it's now that it's later longer, I'm like, oh, it's sunny, but I need glasses. So I'm like, I really need to get new prescription sunglasses because the one pair I have is outdated. So went to the mall with Jess recently, the Burlington Mall.
Went to the mall.
And I went to Warby Parker and ordered some. So that's exciting.
Progress.
So thrilling.
I do the
Thrilling.
double glasses technique where I wear my regular glasses
Love
and then my
that.
sunglasses on top.
Yes.
And then there's that. I love that.
My favorite was just observing you at Warby Parker. They're like, do you know your pupillary distance? And you're like, sure don't. And then I watched her like get her eyes measured and I'm like, okay, great.
They brought out the measure thing. And that was great.
Yeah, I don't know. You were looking at various lenses. You were really having a
Picks
time.
the lens color. Yeah, the whole thing.
I know. Shout out.
Thanks, Warby.
Thanks,
So,
Warby.
what else have you been up to besides going to the mall with me?
No, I want to hear what you've been up to. You finally checked something off your list last week.
I did talk about this on the podcast because shout out my boy Chris Hemsworth inspired me. He did a polar plunge in one of his many quests to become healthier. So I love swimming. I love the ocean. And I have been in cold waters a number of times in my life in, northern Maine and,
Old Orchard Beach.
yeah, I can hack it. So on the spring equinox, I was getting excited and was like, maybe this can be like a seasonal ritual type of thing I start doing every year. Like I'll jump in the ocean on the equinox. And that day was quite freezing and windy. And I was like, I don't want to get hypothermia though. So I didn't do it then, but I had told all my friends that I was going to do a polar plunge.
You were hyping it up.
I was like telling strangers.
Yeah. And I was like, well, we're already in April, so we'll see where this is going.
So then I had taken a half day of work last Friday and was like, it was actually a beautiful day, a very rare day in the 80s for April. And I was like, this is a great time to jump in. And yes, it's 80 something out, but the water's 40. And if you Google it, A polar plunge is 35 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
Let's hold up. So one right there. Question, poll for the entire audience. Is it a polar plunge if it's 87 degrees out? And then 2, this screenshot thing that you Googled, that wasn't like any like scientific quantification.
It was like a
some-
search result of
It was
something.
a random tour group being like, when we take you out, this is likely what the water temperature will be.
Logistical Leonard is back in action.
Yeah. I mean, you have that as a nickname for me, and you didn't think we were going to give you any shit when you were like, did my polar plunge? It's 87 degrees.
Well, yes. And actually, it did not seem hard at all. I thought it'd be tough. I thought it'd be shivering, and like it wasn't hard. At least I actually want more of a challenge. But it was like very invigorating to jump in a 40 degree ocean.
I will say that there were warnings in New Hampshire. We got warnings because they were scared that people were going to go swimming and then get
I did.
hypothermia.
Yeah.
Well, you did a polar
Well,
plunge.
yeah, it was like literally for one.
They
It
were
was a dunk.
People
and she was
act
saying when she went, we were like, was there anyone else in the water? And she's like, no. And I'm like, there weren't any like warnings, right? Like there wasn't anything we needed to be worried about with you going in, right?
Well, that's why I didn't want to go in when it was actually really cold.
Yeah.
So,
People do that though. They go on the like
New Year's Day. Yeah.
so maybe like, how do you feel about me going in New Year's Day then?
I think, yeah, if you want to go New Year's Day, I'm
be a
going to,
sight.
I'll show up fully in my coat, but I'll go and support.
I will not do that, but
I will buy a scuba suit for that.
Scuba
That's-
Steve.
but you're supposed to not do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they all
Oh.
go without one.
Yeah.
So just
it's not
bathing
really a
suit.
polar plunge if you
Yeah.
are wearing a wetsuit, because then you
Okay.
won't feel the temp.
Yeah, because then you're just like surfing.
Okay. So that's fine. I will. Is it? I'll mentally prep. My goal is just to prove to Kata that I will do this. So we'll see. But yeah, that happened. I felt pretty good. I live streamed it on Instagram. I got one person tuning in.
I sadly missed. And to be fair, like you sent the vaguest text in our group chat. You were like, going live, and that's all it said. Didn't say why, didn't say on
said-
what platform, didn't say anything.
I said going live in 10. I
Yeah.
gave 10 minutes heads up.
But excuse me, like you didn't say what platform you were going live. You didn't say the reasoning. I don't know.
Did you take your phone in the ocean?
No, Gabe filmed it.
Oh, okay.
And he jumped in too after me.
Oh,
And I have a little video of him too. So, I mean, it was fun. And
I guess that's all that matters.
it was a good time. And then we just left. That was it. We were just dunk and leave. Bye.
dunking them out.
They
See
say
ya.
11 minutes a week is when you
Yeah.
get the health benefits.
Like, I'm into that shit. Like, I want to try to do that as I age and just
Okay.
like try to be healthy. You know?
Why not?
I need more peer-reviewed research on this before I put it in the healthy category.
Ask Chris Hemsworth.
Is he a scientist? He's Thor.
Ask Thor. Anywho, so that happened. Another update on my end, not to make this all
Have
about
you
me.
seen Avatar?
Have not seen Avatar yet.
man.
Yeah,
Damn.
months later, and never saw the first one, so never have seen an Avatar.
Well, I mean, that's how you went into John Wick,
Don't know what
correct?
it
You
is.
had never
Yeah.
seen a single John Wick and just went to go see the fourth one, and then were surprised by the violence.
I was taken aback that the entire thing was basically a fight scene.
It's about assassins. It's literally the whole plot is about assassins.
I had no idea. So, but I saw a movie that is more up my alley. Oh, I think it was over the weekend. I saw Air, which is really a marketing tale.
Yeah, I think that's why I have no desire to see it at this point. I'll watch it when it's
I
on
got
TNT.
pumped. Like I almost cried. I was like, I love marketing. Jess hates everything I like.
That's not true, but I can never be passionate about marketing.
Just professionally. But no, like, you know, the 90s of Michael Jordan. And I watched that whole...
Oh, is that what it's about?
Yeah.
I'm like, I
Yeah.
have no idea.
Oh, it's about when Nike signed Michael Jordan with Air Jordan and all that. Like
okay.
that big deal. And like Converse and Adidas were vying for Michael because he was obviously the up and coming star at age 18. And Nike was not cool. They were just like a running shoe type of company. And Matt Damon's character really got him in.
Change the game.
And I just love a Matt and Ben film. And then my boy Jason Bateman was VP of marketing. So, woo, it was working for me.
I mean, Jordans are like legendary now.
I have
Sell
a
on the black
painting of
market
that.
for thousands.
I have a print in my home of an Air Jordan. So
Which one?
the red and white one.
Yeah, I don't know. There's
The
a
first
few of
one?
those.
The first, yeah. So
I know
that's
about
cool.
Jordans now.
I'm a scholar now.
After
Sneakerhead culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea until Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That will do it.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen any interesting movies lately? Or anything else interesting?
I mean, nothing like that. I haven't seen anything that like just came out.
Yeah. Well,
I watched Cocaine Bear on Peacock.
Oh, I want to see.
Oh yeah, was that good?
I mean, yeah, it's good for what it is. It's just like,
Is it funny?
it's like campy. It was a lot more violent than I thought it was going to be.
Oh really?
Yeah. I mean,
Kind
you
of like John Wick.
I mean, in terms of like the gore of it, maybe.
Wow.
But yeah, it was
I
interesting.
mean, I guess it is a bear on cocaine.
I know.
So-
When I was looking back, I was
Literally.
Think about it.
I know. I was like, it is a coke fueled bear. Like, I don't know what I was expecting, but like, of course, it was a little gory.
Little rugged.
Yes, but I got to watch Ray Liotta's last movie, Cocaine Bear.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
And it's Elizabeth Banks directed that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she directed it.
I like her.
I like her too, and it was interesting that like that was the movie she did, but I liked it. Wasn't bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also recently saw that show Beef. Did you guys watch Beef?
Yeah, I liked Beef.
I haven't seen it. I actually only watch reality shows. I'm really trying to change that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
For scripted shows though, like you'll like Beef.
Beef is
It's
good.
kind of like a slow start and you don't know where it's going, but by the end of it, it's really good.
I mean, I've heard amazing things.
yeah.
Yeah, I just really liked the character development and thought it was like pretty unexpectedly deep. I was like, oh wow,
That was your actual reaction. Oh wowie.
that's my review.
Gee willikers. I wasn't
Emotions.
expecting that.
And they get real savage at several points, so they just went for it, which I appreciated.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, we love pretty much we're A24 whores. We just like everything A24.
Pretty
does.
much. Yeah, I didn't even realize that was A24.
Yeah, they produced it.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course. Well, speaking of Ali Wong, who is the star, that leads us into some interessante couples that have been emerging. One of them is Ali Wong and our boy, Bill Hader. Woo!
Whoa. I had no
Testing
idea.
that one out.
I know, Jess, you're obsessed with Bill Hader. So
Well,
how
I
do you
mean,
feel?
I just love Bill Hader, but I
Barry's
like Ali
back
Wong. I
also.
know. See, I like Bill Hader, but
Do you like Barry?
I'm not up to date on Barry.
I'm not either. I
Dark
haven't.
Bill Hader. I haven't
Yeah.
dipped into, but
Gabe and I watched the last season.
I know. I need to.
I
watch
watched the
it.
last season.
And then is the new one out yet? Or
Yeah, it just
Oh,
started.
I
There's
didn't.
like 3 episodes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I haven't seen those yet.
Yeah.
But
Gotta watch.
gotta watch.
But
Yeah.
how do you feel about Bill Hader and Ali Wong?
I mean, it's,
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
it's probably hilarious
I
behind
love it.
closed doors.
Yeah, I love it too.
I think it's great. I mean, they're both cool.
They both seem really intelligent.
Yeah, super intelligent and hilarious.
Really hilarious.
And I don't know. I just feel like they're besties, so that's kind of cute.
He deserves the world.
He deserves
Yeah.
it.
I love how out of nowhere though you're like they're besties. Like based off what?
This is just my imagination.
In my head, they're best friends.
I feel like they're just besties. I don't. Maybe I'm wrong.
I feel
Comedy
like
power
she
couple.
climbs him like a fucking tree.
No, that's what I'm talking about. See, I was gonna go there, and then I thought you might say something like
Why?
that I'm dirty.
I mean, you are obviously perverted, but who am I to suppress your perversions?
Thank you.
Well, it's just anytime we talk about a couple, you're like, I imagine, and I'm like, whoa.
PG.
Yeah, I still can't get over Emrata and Eric Andre. I was picturing that for a while, but that's over now.
Well,
Is
who knows? Maybe it could come back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was making out with Harry Styles.
I heard that wasn't true.
I mean,
Didn't you see a photo?
Yeah, but then people were
no.
saying it was AI, and I'm like, I don't know what
Whoa.
to believe.
AI is messing me up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially on TikTok, like some of those AI, like right now there's a song that's AI created, not
Yes.
real at all. And
Drake?
yeah, the Drake song, and people
Oh,
are loving
God.
it. Drake in the Weekend, and people are like, yo, AI made that. Like that's not even a real
Yeah.
song.
I want to hear that song.
It's about Selena Gomez.
Well, then I'll love it because I have been really into Selena.
But is it painting her in a good light?
Is it?
I don't know.
I think I listened to half of it.
I didn't do my like full download on it yet, so we'll get
well,
back
you
to
can't
you.
anymore because they like
got rid
took
of
it off.
Yeah,
Well, damn it.
It'll come back.
I know.
It'll be somewhere.
It's
And
all cyclical.
now Selena's with Zayn, which is pretty hot.
Yeah, I think I'm pro them.
I think that's, I think that's a good match.
That's all with Gigi?
Yeah.
They're not together.
They're not
anymore.
together?
The baby
They have
dad.
a baby, but yeah, they're not together anymore.
This is why I have to listen to this podcast.
I know.
Gotta catch up.
we love
I
a
don't know any
weird
of this.
celebrity couple.
Yeah, another one is, okay, so I've talked about Timothée Chalamet
The way you're saying it. Thank you, Sam.
a number of times. Timothy. Like, love him in Little Women, love him in Call Me By Your Name. But did we expect him to be with Kylie Jenner?
No.
I did not.
Well, like, what the hell? Like, okay, like maybe, do you actually think Kris Jenner is like
Yes.
arranging these things?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I think
The-
with Bad Bunny.
Yeah,
Bad
I
Bunny
think so
and
too.
Kendall is
Yeah.
another one we're going to touch on too.
Because I saw some pictures of them at Coachella, and I'm not believing
Did you see her dancing?
she can't.
Yes.
Ugh.
She was like swaying a little
It was
bit.
bad.
dance. Yeah. He needs someone with rhythm. Let's be real.
Number one, yeah, someone with rhythm would be a good
Well,
start.
I know that's always number one on your want list.
Yes.
So yeah, of course.
The second I found out Gabe had some rhythm, I was like, well, thank God.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, number one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Number
Attraction
one.
list.
Yeah, rhythm.
All right, I'm going to be vulgar on the podcast.
Here we go.
On Gabe and my first date, we were just chatting, and I had a one drink, and we were talking about rhythm or something like that, or dancing, and I was like, if I'm not with someone with rhythm, I dry right up. And he laughed and was like, you know what? Thank you. Like, yeah, thanks for being honest. I get it.
Because what else do you say to that? Like, thank you. Oh, thank you for your feedback.
I was
Great.
like,
Says a
thank
lot
you.
about a person in the bedroom.
I'll
Ew.
dry right up. So that's how I personally
Gotta
feel.
be real with you, sir.
He understood.
Can I be real?
He was
for
not
a minute?
intimidated.
Yeah.
No, and that said a lot.
And you're like, oh, cool. I can say my own pervert things out loud, and this guy's not running for the hills. Great. Awesome.
It was great. So yeah, Kendall, Bad Bunny, Kylie, Timmy,
Good old Timmy.
odd. Just like never
I heard
expected.
they all went out to dinner together
I would love to be a
with
fly on the wall.
Unreal.
Kris Jenner and Jeff Bezos.
Stop.
See, that makes me think it's a business deal because
Same.
Timmy's doing all those Apple commercials.
Oh God.
So it's like, what was that all
and
about?
and on Hulu, like the Kardashian show,
Yeah,
they
so
went
they need
to Puerto
all
Rico.
be coupled up too.
I have to start watching the show
promote
again
the
then.
show.
Yeah,
I'm
It's
gonna
not
watch
on
it
yet.
again.
I can't. It's so boring.
It's really bad. But
It sucks.
yeah.
but
I'm so committed.
I know.
I have
like we're
to.
too far gone at this point.
It's been
I feel
so
you.
long.
How did you guys watch the Courtney and Travis's wedding special on Hulu?
I did not.
I have a
didn't
lot to
either.
watch on Hulu.
They're the two, like, of all people
So
to get a
boring.
special, like, what does that even cover? I can't
they-
imagine watching that.
Are they just like straddling each other?
It's probably like, oh, babe, oh
Yeah.
my God, I remember our wedding.
Like,
in
I love
Italy.
Travis.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I love Travis too. He's really talented and he's a nice guy, but Courtney and him, it's just like, it's gross to watch.
I'm like, good for you guys, but like, you don't make good television. But I think that means
No.
then you're
Yeah, it's
semi decent
real.
humans. Yeah. Like if you
Yeah.
don't make good reality TV, that's almost like, you know,
That is a good
you're a
sign.
good person.
yeah,
I do love some of the stars on reality TV. I just love. Maybe they're not a good person, but I just root for them because they're so entertaining.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's how reality TV works.
yeah.
I feel like.
they have to be trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or it's not entertaining.
Exactly.
And you need to be like, oh, like, and it's good for comparison too. Like, whatever I'm doing in my life, at least I'm not that.
Oh yeah, like, that's
At
what
least I'm not
feel
screaming
like-
my fucking head off right now.
Yeah.
people don't understand, like Housewives and stuff. Why I watch it? They
Yes.
think I want to be the housewives.
No.
Correct.
And I'm like, I want to be so far away.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful for my friends and my family
Exactly.
after watching
And Serenity.
that dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's calming to me.
That's how I feel.
Gabe's mom like can't get it when she walks by and I'm watching the scream fights, and she's like,
I fall asleep to
"Don't
them.
you think this like
That's my lullaby.
maybe like would influence your behavior?" I'm like, "No,
No.
it never would."
If anything, it has the inverse effect. It it influences me never to act like that. And
I
in
have
this
great friendships.
Exactly.
yeah, healthy.
And it's just great to like absorb other people's drama without it personally affecting
Yes,
you. You're like,
that's
sick.
where I
I
get
have
it.
no personal drama.
You're just
but
a
I can
third
be
party.
involved in like their hot mess.
That's exactly how I feel. That's like
It's very relaxing.
like Katie and other people I know who aren't violent people.
yeah,
like don't
This
have
is
like
my
violent
outlet.
thoughts.
peaceful people.
Well, they'll have really like she'll have crazy violent dreams sometimes, you know?
Oh, I do all the time.
And I'm like, I feel like it's because I watch like housewives fighting.
Yeah.
I love football.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I get it out in different ways. And it's just not in my subconscious.
So, fun fact: I started watching the Bruins again because
in the playoffs.
yeah, I realized I fucking love hockey fights.
I love hockey
Yeah.
fights. I
It's
saw
a nice aggression release.
Sam, you would love this. So it was that NYPD
shit.
FDNY hockey game. The firefighter beat the living shit out of the cop.
so satisfying.
Oh wow!
Love the FDNY.
I know,
Do
I'm like,
not like the NYPD.
I know. Well, it was great because people were posting videos and they're like, all right, I get it, ladies. I get why y'all love firefighters. Like, it makes sense now. I get it.
You
They
always
find-
want the firefighters to show up.
Yeah.
And if the cops show up, it's scary.
Yeah, that's true.
He couldn't fight.
So my
Couldn't
brother
fight.
always says, he goes, people like to see me. He's a
I get a
firefighter.
round of applause.
Yay! That is, you know what? That feels great to me. Feels right. Well, moving along, we're gonna jump right in to our star of the show right now. Coachella is going on. Okay, that's part of the reason Sam's here. Mostly to see your glowing smile, but to talk about Coachella.
Talk about Coachella. I keep telling people I'm the local Frank Ocean expert.
Yeah, you
Love
sure
Frank.
are. I mean, ever since we lived together, you know, I've been I love Frank Ocean's music.
Yeah.
Like the second he drops an album, I'll listen to the entire thing on repeat.
Yeah, the 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
So sad.
We need more. It's like Rihanna.
I've been listening to Blonde all week, actually.
Blonde's my favorite.
So good.
I know every single word and bit of it by heart.
I mean, he's a genius.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
But-
So what are your initial thoughts? Do you want to jump into him?
We can, I guess, start with, I mean, he was, well, do you want to, we just learned some news.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's some breaking news. That's the best news sound we have at the moment.
He was the headliner,
That's the wrong one.
but he is, I guess, not.
Yeah, for weekend 2, he dropped out.
He dropped out. So I have been like deep in my research about how did this happen?
Yep.
Yeah, what
How could he
happened?
do this to us?
Of course, we had to do the download.
Yeah, Jess and I were texting, and I just had a bad feeling that
She knew.
it wasn't gonna
Yeah.
be good.
It's a bummer.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of factors, right?
There's a lot of factors at play here.
He's grieving.
Biggest one, and especially the festival he's playing is something he would enjoy with his brother who has since passed. So of course there's like a
Lots
deep
of
emotional
emotions.
connection.
I get
in that.
Yeah, he said he had a whole set, I guess, created.
Yep.
With an ice rink,
Oh wow.
and I mean, I was like, maybe that's why he's wearing a winter coat.
Yeah, like maybe that was part of it. Yeah.
Planning for the ice skating.
But I guess his doctor said he couldn't do it because of an ankle injury.
Yeah.
And then he
Oh.
I don't want to say he didn't throw a fit, but he wants to like redo his whole set.
Yeah. And this was
Okay.
like an hour before, like
Yeah.
2 hours before, he asked them to essentially melt the ice rink and like get it out
And
of
I
there.
guess it took a very long time to create the ice rink.
Yeah.
Which
Wait,
makes sense.
his doctor said he couldn't be on the ice rink?
Well, because he says he had an ankle injury, and I
Oh.
guess like maybe part of his performance he would be on this is all like conjecture too. Like we don't know what's real.
We don't actually know what's real. This is TikTok.
This is us talking bullshit. But and I guess like maybe part of his performance, he would be involved in the ice rink in some way. So apparently, you know, who's it, what's it, said that his doctor said he couldn't use the ice
Is it an
rink.
excuse?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He could have also just had like a creative meltdown. I kind of have a
Which I get.
theory. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is giving 2008 Kanye Bonnaroo.
Yeah. Which our friend attended.
We had boots on the ground.
Katie Gibbs.
Yeah. AKA Gibla.
Yeah. And she do you want me to play
Yeah,
it?
we need to play. Oh, this is what Katie had to say.
She made a voice
about
memo
Kanye.
because she has some thoughts. We're gonna share it.
We're gonna share. I told her I needed her thoughts because I was not there. We
weren't
went
present.
to the Bonnaroo. Well, I think I went to the Bonnaroo
2010.
after, and then you guys came the year after.
Yeah, I went to
She went to-
2010 and 2011.
Yeah, I just went to
Me
2011.
and Katie have been texting. Oh, here it is.
Okay, so
All
this
right.
is Katie being on the podcast is through this.
Katie.
Hello, is this her?
Oh, that's me. I sent her a voice note this morning.
Hello.
Stay tuned. Hello.
That's me. Okay, wait. This
I
is it.
also love that you start your voice notes with hello.
It's honestly so. These voice notes are really hard to like. It takes me lots of attempts.
The new ones are weird.
I get very confused.
I
Katie
should
and
start
have
using
issues.
that more.
I love
It's
them.
fun.
Honestly, I kind of relate to that because
Oh,
Oops.
Oh God.
as a tortured artist myself, when I don't like something I've made, I immediately throw it in the trash. And it's taken a lot of practice for me to not do that. But it's really, really hard for me to push through if I hate something that I've made. So, like, I know that that's, like, much smaller scale than, like, a Kanye or a Frank at a festie, like, letting down thousands and thousands of fans for a lot of money. But that's just my take on it. Bye.
That was really insightful.
She also wants to add. Later, we were talking, and she does. She believes in professionalism.
Yes.
As well. So
Yeah.
like she gets the creative part of it. But because also I believe Beyonce has had set
Speaking of a
design.
perfectionist.
Yeah, I think she's thrown away her whole set design before. But Beyonce will just stay up all night
And she
and
still
make sure it
That
happens.
is
shows
just
up
got
and she'll be
chills.
doing it.
Oh my God, I have chills all over my body because that's my woman. Like I respect a professional, and nothing against Frank. Like maybe he just wasn't up to it, but like I agree with
Emotions. I think there's also astrology involved.
that. Oh,
Beyonce's a Virgo, right?
yep.
Kanye has a Pisces moon. And again, I know Kanye's crazy, but just in terms of this conversation,
Yep.
he has a Pisces moon. Frank, Scorpio sun, Scorpio rising. Our friend Katie, tortured artist,
With her woodworking.
with her woodworking, is Pisces sun. So I think the water signs have a hard time
It's
really
true.
letting their art out into the world if it's not perfect.
Yep.
I get that.
I struggle with that heavily. And that's
was
why
gonna
I
ask,
don't
do you
make
relate?
stuff. And when I make it, I hate it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no one can see this ever.
You made a
That's how
good
Frank-
spaghetti and meatballs pottery piece, okay?
Bitch, you haven't even seen it. And that is my worst piece.
I saw it before it was glazed, okay?
Yeah. When it
She saw the potential.
it looks like a pile of shit with 2 balls on top. But thank you. Thank you, sir.
So I'm a water sign, right?
Cancer?
Yeah.
She is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anything. I am the type of person that I create stuff all the goddamn time and I share it all the goddamn time.
Oh, we know.
and it's not perfect, but it's like I'm like not embarrassed by it.
Yeah.
No, but you inspire me in that way because you will just make things and tell people, and not in like, I'm a big person. Like I don't like to talk about things until they're done. And you also will like be like, alert, alert, I'm working on this thing. Like,
Yeah, I give a heads up because like I know certain things, like I know I'll finish it, but like if I tell people, then I'll definitely try to finish
I
it.
see.
that's
Yeah.
what I was wondering.
The
If that's what that
pressure.
was.
Because I
Yeah.
like to stick by
That's a
my
good
word.
tactic.
So like Beyonce sticks by her word.
Oh yeah, Beyonce could never. And she would just her professionalism. I mean, she's been in the game since she was 9.
Yeah.
So like
Star
she
Search.
could never. But like Frank, you know, he got into the game, you know, with Odd Future. And I feel like they were just kind of like, yeah, like
And it
you're
helps
awesome.
when you're with a group.
Do this. Yeah, you're with a group. There was like, it was very independent at first. You know, I don't think I was just talking to my friend Naomi about this on the way down here. She's like a huge Frank Ocean fan. And it's also was giving me like, when I saw Bob Dylan,
I love Bob.
you know, I couldn't understand anything he was
And
saying.
he sits the whole time.
And
He's like
when
milking
did you
it.
see Dylan?
I saw Bob Dylan like when we were at BU.
Do you see him in 2006?
He came to BU.
I was at that show too.
Yeah.
At Aganis
There
Arena.
we go.
Yeah. And the
Before we
Raconteurs
even
opens.
knew each other. Of course, we were there.
That's cool. I didn't
Right?
go.
Okay, so
Went
that-
alone.
So we have 2 people here that went to that. So he does weird renditions of his
Yeah.
songs, right?
Which
like
is kinda what
was
Frank did.
doing.
Yeah.
He was like doing weird creative renditions and like lip syncing.
But you know who's the number 1 offender of new renditions? Animal Collective. But
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And again, another one, they like cut their set short when
Yeah.
we saw
Yes, I think they had a technical difficulty.
them. Yeah, I remember that.
Their set kind of sucked, honestly,
Yeah.
when we saw.
It usually doesn't.
But we've seen them a number of times and they were great.
Yeah. But, you know, I feel like just being in the presence of those people, you're like a Bob Dylan and like a Frank Ocean. He's up there at that level, you know? It's like, well, I'm here and I'm
Yeah.
witnessing history.
And I get too that maybe like, cause Frank's had his issues and like ways he's had to finesse like record labels and like kind of stick it to the man. And I get that might be a component of this too, but in the same
Yes.
respect, it's like, I don't know. I would have been happy with whatever he did because I did see a clip of
Exactly.
him performing Godspeed and it looked fucking great, sounded
Yeah.
great. Like I
Yeah.
would have been happy with that. But I do get that like a lot of people, the sole reason they were going to Coachella was
Yeah,
to see
and
him.
they
So,
waited, like,
of course
8
they would be
hours.
upset. Yeah.
I would
get
have
it.
been super upset.
Yeah.
if
Well,
I
you
was-
love to throw a fit. So.
Oh shit! She's seen me throw a couple fits with Gabe when our podcast wasn't working. So
No, not even that. I can just imagine if you had stood all
Concert
day,
fits.
you'd be like,
Oh.
what? Oh my
when I'm
God.
like
Yeah.
angry, hot,
Yeah.
I would have like had a meltdown.
I feel like I've seen a festie.
Yeah, a
Not
festie
fit
meltdown.
but a festie.
Well, should we just talk about
Discouragement.
some of our festy times?
Yes, because there's a lot of stories. And like, I guess like one of the fits would involve when you went to Bonnaroo and you saw Jay-Z and what happened there.
Okay, so it was 2010 and Jay-Z was headlining and we were in the pit and super excited. Like adrenaline was high. I was wearing this weird little leopard bathing suit cover up and my glasses, of
It
course.
kills me how, of course, we need to get the full fit to really paint the
Barefoot.
scenario.
Barefoot in a leopard like nightie basically. And I of course was doing the Hove like arms. You can't see
Diamond
me.
symbol.
The diamond
Yeah.
symbol. The entire show. Like most people in the crowd were, but like I don't think I put my arms down once. And then after the show, I think some people the group we were with went to a different show and I was like, I want to go back to the tent. I'm tired or something. And I was like stumbling back and, you know, a little.
Were you alone?
Under the influence.
That's like the hero's journey when you're walking back to
Yes.
the tent alone,
Yeah.
like at night.
Oh, dead alone. Finally found where the hell it was with our non-existent tarp. I just like got to our little tent. And then I realized, oh yeah, because at that time I absolutely never like did any weightlifting or anything like that. My arms were like excruciatingly sore.
You couldn't lift them.
So I like laid on the ground of the tent, like trying to take off my bathing suit, whimpering.
This
like,
all tracks.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I don't
Silently
remember.
whimpering.
I remember her like leaving, I think, and then hearing about it later.
I wasn't there that year, but I remember hearing the story multiple times of you whimpering trying to undress.
I was like rolling on the ground on the, you know, hard ground, like crying. And then the neighbors, the tent neighbors, like definitely heard me. And I was dead alone, like making a scene. So that was fun. Good
Just
times.
That was a
another
good
day.
show, though.
That was great.
That was the year. I think Stevie was right before Jay-Z, right?
No,
Was
he was
it?
there this next year
Oh,
because
okay,
that's
never
why I went
mind.
again.
Okay.
I never thought I'd go to Bonnaroo for 30 hours in a car in 110 degree weather twice, but I did because Stevie Wonder went the second year.
Stevie.
Little Steven.
My fave.
That was amazing.
That was awesome. Yeah. What are some of your both of your Bonnaroo highlights?
I'll just hijinks pretty much.
Yeah.
For me, I think the highlight when we went is of seeing Robert Plant.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, his beautiful hair in the wind.
Yeah, just beautiful hair blowing in the wind.
That was
Remember
so
Bootsy
amazing.
Collins too?
Bootsy
Oh,
Collins
Bootsy was so
unreal.
good.
Bootsy was so good.
We were
'Cause didn't-
dancing in the sand.
Yeah, and didn't Bootsy go into Scissor Sisters and it went into Robin?
Yes.
They were like
Oh
all
my-
after each other.
I got
so.
chills again.
Yeah.
That was-
Amazing.
That's bringing me back. Scissor Sisters show was really good.
And it
I
was
know.
pre-influencers.
Yep.
So you kind of just went to festivals to like
Be
there
weird.
and be weird.
Like actually listening to the music.
yeah.
And we were weird as hell. We all showed up with our ribbon
Very
dancers.
weird.
We were ribbon dancing
Ribbon
to
dancing
Beirut, and people
around.
were like really into it. And I'm like, hey guys.
Yeah.
I made my own shirts,
Yeah.
which is
Little Wheezy shirts.
not the look that people go for these days.
No, Sam iconically made her own Little Wayne shirt when we went to go see Wheezy.
What did it say?
Wake up and smell the pussy.
Yep.
Yeah. She came
People took
prepared.
pictures with me.
Yeah,
was
she was a
so
local
good.
celebrity. And I think that like around that time, well, first I had showed up and I was like getting in line for ice cream and I went to go get my like money out of my purse and I somehow like I whipped my hand back and I had my period. A tampon flew over a crowd of like 2,000 people and you all collectively just heard them go, oh, that sucks. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, I'm still gonna get my ice cream. Like, fuck all y'all.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna go get my food
I mean,
now.
they were empathetic.
Well,
I know.
I just remembered that we all got our period. This is gross, but like we all got our
God.
period the same goddamn day.
Porta potties.
And we were in agony with our cramps. That was before I don't think I was on birth control. The cramps were awful. And
Thank you for giving us your birth control history. That was very crucial to the story. Thank you.
because that drastically has helped my cramps. But anyway, had in the past, yeah.
Oh, I said ad.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh.
Sponsoring birth control. But this is actually disgusting. We
Where are you going with this?
we all were going in the porta potty to put on a tampon. But unfortunately, it was filled to like almost to the ceiling of the porta potty with boiling shit.
Yeah. Well, it's because everyone there is doing drugs and then taking their
Yeah.
drug diarrheas in the porta potty.
Like,
so this is
I threw up. It was so
Yeah.
bad.
so literally
Those were
this is
rough.
how Bonnaroo goes. You're in your tent. You wake up, shoot straight up at the crack of dawn because your tent is already 95
so
degrees
hot.
and you're so hot and you're sweating.
hungover.
And then you're like, all right, I'm going to either piss or shit myself. So it's 6 a.m.
100%.
You stand up. You make the long march to the porta potty like half crying because
Like
it's just so hot.
the 30
better
minute
go
walk.
at 6 a.m.
And you got to go at 6 a.m. You get into the porta potty. You go in the porta potty. It's 20 to 30 degrees hotter in
Oh,
the porta
God.
potty than it is outside. And it smells like the worst smell you've ever smelled in your life. And you just have to shit and piss on top of the pile. The rule
While
is
holding your breath.
yeah. And the number one rule is never look down, never look into it. And of course, we still looked into it every single time because I don't know what's down there. I got to see what I'm about to
They
like
don't
hover over.
They don't clean that.
No.
At all.
No. Not until it's over.
And like me, I'm not like a natural camper. I don't like being hot. And so like this whole thing was a struggle for me. Like I fell asleep from the heat at almost every show. And there
It was
was
rough.
there was the time we were at the Dave Matthews show, which like we're not big Dave Matthews people, but all the bros
was rough.
were covered in lasers. And
Wait, what?
remember they were like in light
Yeah,
up
no,
things.
I do. It wasn't laser. She's talking about like glow,
Glow
in the
sticks.
dark, like glow stick bodysuit. Do you
Okay,
remember
yeah.
They were covered
Not,
in
I was
it.
like covered in lasers.
Lasers. But then like like heavy, hefty large bros fell on my body when I was like snoozing at the show.
But to be fair, who's in the wrong here? The person sleeping at a concert?
No, that's true. But
We
they
did
were
lay
just
down.
hammered. They were like, tumbling.
We were in the back
Yeah.
though because we were like, ugh.
Yeah. And then we saw something fun right after that show. Might have been like Dead Mouse or something like that.
I don't think I,
don't-
saw Dead Mouse.
I don't think so
Oh.
either. I wasn't there
all
that
a
year.
blur.
Yeah, it is all a blur.
Good times. And then the iconic time where were we leaving or going still on the 30-hour caravan trek to Bonnaroo when we were in the Kmart parking lot?
We
think
were on our
getting
way there. We were
stuff,
getting
yeah.
stuff. We got, because it was a Tennessee Kmart.
We were picking up supplies.
Yeah, we were getting like flip flops and like stupid shit.
Yeah.
So who was driving? Kata?
Yeah, Kato was
in the
driving
truck.
her iconic blue
Yeah.
truck.
Blue.
Yeah.
And then this they were like a hillbilly couple launched right in front of the car.
Yeah, it was a classic insurance scam, parking lot insurance scam. Launched over the truck and was like,
Totally forgot
"You
about
hit my old man!" And Kato was like,
Terrifying.
"I didn't do shit." And like
My old man.
Yeah, and literally like when it was happening, there was a cop maybe like 20 feet away from us, and he didn't even feel inspired to come over and check it out. So we just left. We're like, "All right, you're a liar. Like we're leaving. Bye."
Yeah, we pieced out. We're like, we gotta go. But that was interesting. Never saw that before.
Yeah.
In the South.
Going into Tennessee, man.
Tennessee just scared. It's a scary drive because it's all those like fucking abortion billboards, and then it's like billboards for that are pro life, and then on the other side it's like, come check out our caverns. Our cavern network is bigger than anyone's cavern network. Come check out our stalactites and stalagmites. Like that's the parallel of driving like through the Bible Belt.
Pretty much. And then there's like the Blue Hills through the Blue Ridge Mountains that are kind of
Those are
nice.
pretty.
They're pretty.
It is pretty.
But then it's scary when you go into the convenience stores and there's like guns and stuff.
yeah. Well,
It's
I
like
live
they're
in
in
Hampshire.
most of the country.
Yeah. It's scary out there.
Stay vigilant.
But they definitely look for the people going to Bonnaroo.
Yeah, they profile you, especially
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
have out-of-state plates.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they targeted that blue truck right away.
Big blue truck with Massachusetts plates. They're like, oh yeah.
With a bunch of girls piled in.
Yeah. They know. They know when Bonnaroo
They knew.
is.
One other, I'll just share one more memory that pops out for me. I think it was the first year. There's this giant mushroom fountain and everyone was boiling. So we were like, people went in it and rinsed off. And this couple, it was like basically a double date situation, a brunette couple and a ginger couple. And,
Of course, she's profiling them based on hair color.
Jess hates when I talk
Wouldn't
about
expect
gingers.
I do anything remember less.
them though.
But they were just interesting crew, and they like they ripped their clothes off and ran in, and they one of them put on like gardening gloves and were bathing each other under the public fountain.
At this point, what color was the water? Because at the end of Bonnaroo,
Brown.
the color in that
It's
fountain
always
is
brown.
dirty brown.
Don't
Dirty
go in
brown
there.
water trash.
And they were just so proud of, but like, not to talk about anyone's body, but like this woman's, I had never seen nipples that were like as big as the boob.
She's probably given birth.
Maybe.
I think they get larger.
So maybe she was preggers at Bonnaroo. Who knows?
You can do anything you want at Bonnaroo.
Yeah. I
anything
saw
goes.
kids there. I saw a lot of small
Yeah.
children there, and I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, you shouldn't be here. I don't know who your parents are.
And again, it was like before the people were always had their phones on them and taking lots of pictures.
Yeah.
So you could just like be close.
Yeah.
I
You
brought
could
a
be
disposable.
weird.
I have disposable
Yeah.
photos.
Oh, yeah.
Like I have random photos from when we went.
We should, do you still have them? I want to like frame some.
them all out. No, I have them.
I chucked them in the dumpster.
Like they were all on Facebook. You act like you don't archive every single image of you that's ever been on Facebook. Like you have them.
I'll have to look. So Kata has some of them, so I'll take a
Yeah,
look.
Kata's good at. I keep no pictures of myself. I have no photos of anything, so I just like rely on
You live like
everyone
a
else.
turn of the century like
do.
vagrant.
I just rely on literally everyone else to like
That's kind of me too.
remember.
I document
My
everything.
memory.
Because I'm off the FB. Like I saved everything, but I'm like, all right.
Well, as long
Whatever.
as you saved it.
When the big one hits, all those things go away anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like any kind of like tech surge,
No. Yeah.
like bye, that all goes away.
Bye-bye. Yeah, the internet has everything on me. Everything on my whole life is in the cloud.
I don't
so.
know why I feel like I need to move like a mobster because I've done.
I'm kind of the
nothing.
same way though,
Stay
but
under the radar.
I just,
For me, it's the Scorpio
always been that way.
placements. They won't let me. They won't let me live a public life. Another way I deeply relate to Frank of like, of course you don't want to perform.
Yes.
Of course you don't want to
Scorpio
be out
placements.
here in the public. I get it.
it's like I just want to make my beautiful art.
and be a hermit
Yeah.
away from everyone.
So you can relate that to him. That's good. Okay. Well, any other Coachella thoughts?
I mean, I was loving the Bad Bunny performance, obviously.
I loved my girl Rosalia.
Yeah, Rosalia killed it.
She's a fucking star.
Yeah,
And her boy Rao, is that how you say his name?
I think so.
They're They're electric together.
Yeah, I was actually listening to their
I love
EP
their
today.
song.
Yeah.
Beso.
Oh yeah, that one. I didn't know which one you were talking about because you mentioned it, and I was like, ooh.
They made a TikTok of, I watched it like 20 times in a row, of them, like, I think they were laying in bed, like looking at each other really close and like mouthing the words to the song, like really close to each other's face. And it was so sexy and like fun. I was obsessed with them in that moment.
She's so talented.
She's great.
And she did a Beyonce where she like brought her own camera crew and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn, girl. Yeah, I love
She
her.
knows how to
the move.
perform. Yeah, she
Yeah.
knows how to perform.
She's a great performer.
And are you guys into Blackpink or like?
I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten into Blackpink yet. I need to.
So during the Pandy, I got
When they really were
I
thriving.
got really into Blackpink. I think I just was like, that time was so stressful for me. I like really dove into pop music.
Yeah, I need
like
K-pop. I need K-pop in my
I need
life.
K-pop.
I like K-pop.
Yeah.
Who
Then
doesn't?
you'll love Blackpink.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, and I was like researching all their relationships and like
And you have to be like, is this true? Is this fabricated?
Yeah.
Like the K-pop machine, it's hard to
It's-
decipher.
well, that's what really got me into it because at first
I feel like you would love like the psychological aspect of
Yes.
the K-pop.
because at
world.
first I was
Yeah.
like you might think this too. Like when I first saw them dancing, like I like the choreography, but I was like, I feel like their heart's not really in it.
Oh, yeah.
At first. But then I started researching the K-pop machine and
Yeah.
how they've all been like training for this since they were
Yeah.
like 14, 15 or
Okay,
something.
so they're living their dream.
well,
it kind
it's
of
like-
becomes a prison.
yeah,
But-
like they like it's like a boot camp.
Oh,
and that's
okay.
like all they're trained to do. It's like
It's kind of like
Chinese Olympic
K-pop
athletes.
stars.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say like a Russian gymnast.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it
Ugh.
turns into.
And they're so good, but you can see that behind their eyes.
yes, and that's what I was picking up on.
Ooh,
but the
okay.
choreography is really good.
Ooh, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, check out some Blackpink.
There's one thing you love. It's choreography.
Choreo.
So, choreo.
Yeah.
They have it.
They got it.
They got it.
Okay. Cool. Well, that was Coachella, and we're still keeping tabs on any other hot off the press news to break, but unfortunately our boy Frank won't be returning.
Got replaced with Blink-182.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he dropped out, and like, I guess it just makes sense that they're gonna give
Oh.
Blink-182 his spot because they were like a surprise guest for weekend one. They didn't play like a headliner slot,
Okay.
which I guess like works out for Coachella that they could just pull that out of their ass and be like,
that's,
oh, okay,
that's a
Yeah.
pretty good act.
Blink-182 now.
There you go.
Yeah, I do really want to see Blink-182.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
Seeing
You're
them in
going.
May.
Yeah.
You are?
Where is that
So
again?
much nostalgia.
Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Yeah, last time I saw them, it was literally I was in 6th grade.
Yeah. Oh my God, I was so into them in
I
6th
know,
grade.
and it was so
So
funny
was
though
I.
because like people were trying to talk shit on their Coachella performance, and it's like that's how they've always sounded. Like
Yeah.
you've just never seen them perform live. Like that's just how they perform.
That's kind of the whole
literally
thing.
it. Yeah, like that's their vibe.
And then who's your crush of the week this week, Sam?
Oh, well, I was actually thinking about this in the shower. My crush of the week. Because I was inspired by, well, I think Frank's really hot. He's not my crush of the
I
week.
see. I love Frank.
Frank is really fucking hot. But
He's beautiful.
But I was thinking because Tyler recently came out with like new songs and stuff, and he was talking about his relationships. And I was just thinking about bisexual rappers like Tyler
good
the
one.
Creator
Yeah.
and Isaiah Rashad. Isaiah Rashad didn't want to come out. He was kind of forced out. But, you know, he's now embracing it
Yeah.
and we love him. But I think like that confidence, especially in the hip hop community, and when Frank first came out and like was gay, was like, I'm gay and I'm on a track with Jay-Z and Kanye.
Yeah.
Like, what about it? Because the hip hop community, they're better now. I mean, they're still weird, but like, especially back then, they were
Yeah.
weird.
It's a lot of like machismo. Yeah.
Tyler and Frank's confidence, sexy as hell.
Yeah, that level of confidence is super hot.
Yeah.
And I do love that
Respect.
Tyler just doesn't give a single fuck
does
about
not care.
anything.
I
He's like,
love
I'm
him.
gonna say what I want. Like, I'm
Yep.
gonna do what I want. I'm gonna dress how I want. Like, fuck
Yeah.
off.
Have you seen him do interviews with like, who is that?
Nardwall.
No, that was a good one.
That was
but,
really good.
he's a really famous DJ in New York radio, and I'm gonna die.
Oh, no.
He drops the bombs. But he was, oh God, this is, I'm going
It's
to
not
get killed
like
for
DJ
this.
Maybe it'll
academics,
come to
right?
you.
It's not
Because
academics.
I hate academics.
I see his face in my head right now. He's on Hot 97. Anyway. But like he is like, you know, he's been in hip hop forever. And like Tyler just went on and straight up was like hitting on him.
Love it.
Just to freak him out.
Just to make him uncomfortable, make him squirm. Do it.
So great.
I like that. That's a good move.
Yeah. And again, I find that very sexy.
Yeah.
Agreed. Cool. Well, it's a drastic shift to my crush of the week.
As always.
But here's mine. You know, I've been following this for a while. I've been seeing some more TikToks emerge in my feed. Kim Kardashian's Glam Squad. Okay. We got to pay a little respect to that. Mario and Chris Appleton. What a duo. And I've just seen them in some video clips recently. Like, they are the Glam Squad. And it's kind of iconic. And I've been like, don't know why I get so enthralled by these ponytail tutorials that Chris Appleton gives.
Can't relate, but
I just wanted to give them a little shout out because I thought they deserved it. So, you know,
and you're like, I'm open. If you guys have an appointment, do me up.
can you guys like just do my makeup for fun and my hair?
When is the Met?
It's first weekend in May.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, it's coming up.
It's coming up.
I'm like, I don't know. We'll see.
And didn't the
they upped the
Kardashians
table
get?
price, and I'm like, Anna Wintour, what you trying to do?
What you trying to pull?
Yeah, what you trying to pull?
Did I hear that the Kardashians got banned?
We don't know if that's real, but probably. And you know
Yeah.
what? Rightly so. They're never on theme. Sorry.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, was it over the Maryland dress or something like that?
I mean, you think if anything, they would re-invite them because that was like a lot of headlines for the
Yeah,
Met, like
true.
publicizing the Met, but who knows?
But they're also like falling out of favor.
That's what I really think why they're not invited
Yeah.
is falling out of favor.
And I don't know if
Good.
it's official yet. I'm going to be excited to listen to you guys cover it.
You need to come on for us to talk about the Met Gala.
You should just come on.
Yeah, obviously.
Definitely. Well, to transition into another bit of news on Kim, Jess told me that she will be starring in American Horror Story. Is that
I
correct?
don't know about starring. She's going to be in it.
That is
yeah,
crazy.
someone asked me like what's she playing, and I was like, oh, she's a star. Like, I didn't know.
She's obviously
I
the
feel
star.
like we all know Kim can't act, and especially
No.
like under
Or
pressure like
dance.
that. I think she's. I mean, iconically when Prince dragged her for not
Yes.
dancing on stage, never
Yeah.
forget. But I think if anything, like I think she'll be like a maybe a cameo with like a few lines across a few episodes, because she can't carry a season.
Yeah, I'm wondering what they're going to do with her.
Yeah. And as we know, like my problematic fave, Emma Roberts, she's going to be on that season too.
Your
I'm like, all
problematic
right.
fave.
Yeah, Emma Roberts is my problematic fave because she
Why
plays
is
That's
it
gonna be great.
problematic?
because she's been accused of some things, but she,
Whatever. Everyone is.
I mean, beating up her boyfriend, but
Well,
but I mean, she just plays a great bitch. Like I love watching her be
yeah.
a bitch. She's so good
good
at
at
it.
it.
I
And
think-
I'm like, you must be like this in real life. You're a little too good at it, but whatever.
I think we've talked about this. Like our dream roles would be to play an absolute bitch, or I would like to be the screaming, like promiscuous one that gets killed off right away.
You want to be the slut that gets killed in horror right away.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like I feel like that's like such a great
I'm gonna go
classic
get more
role.
beer, guys.
Yeah.
And your boobs bouncing
That's your
around.
famous last words.
I'm gonna like grab something from the cooler.
Yeah, the Rose McGowan and Scream. You get
Yes.
stuck in like the door.
I feel like that's what Kim would be, right?
Yeah.
you know what? I think she might have done that in Scary Movie. She was in a Scary Movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so she has experience.
I don't know about that.
I think that's my Hess Express. Oops, this is a long one. Thank you. My Hess Express is like appreciating that type of role in horror movies, just like the cameos or the quick like people that get killed off.
I love a good campy horror.
Campy. I like am not a huge horror person, but I've been getting more into it and appreciate that camp. So that's my Hess Express.
I feel like you liked Megan. There's some horror
Wait, I
movies.
liked Megan.
Yeah,
I actually didn't see Gabe saw Megan, but I loved Pearl.
Megan's on Peacock. You should watch it.
Yeah,
Oh,
Megan's
okay.
good.
Megan's
and it's
good.
campy.
Yeah, it's very campy.
Okay, I'll watch that. Definitely.
and not like gory.
That's good because I don't
Yeah.
love that.
I mean, it's a horror film. So there
Yeah.
obviously was some blood.
But might possibly like less gory than John Wick, so you can do it.
Sounds great to me.
Megan was good.
Yeah, I loved Megan.
I'll
watch it again right now. Yeah.
Another movie I just watched was Plane. Have you seen that?
I have zero desire to see that.
Gabe was so into watching that. Gerard Butler, I mean, he's great, but I was so goddamn stressed out the entire time. And it was very violent and scary and intense the entire movie.
I don't know about this. What's the
Sounds
premise
anxious.
of Plane? Because they spent so much time naming it, clearly.
You want me to give a little
I'm never going to
summary?
watch it. So
Okay.
yeah.
Gerard Butler is a pilot and they're leaving Asia and they have the plane gets struck by lightning and they're going down and he miraculously lands it without anyone dying.
So we sullied it.
But yeah, they're in like a super dangerous area where that's like run by the militia and they get taken hostage. So Gerard Butler basically has to save the whole crew and runs around killing people left and right. And he ends up saving the day and makes it home to his daughter. So, but it's it's good, but it's goddamn intense. I was sweating.
I don't know if it would affect me the same way it affected you, but
I mean, it's a thriller.
Sometimes I don't like getting that stressed.
Yeah, I was it was almost too much. I was oh God, when can I relax? And then at the very end, I relaxed.
you were just so passionate about Gerard Butler getting back to his family.
Well, he looked hot. Maybe that's my other crush.
I only cared because he looked
Another
hot.
Yeah, my other crush is Gerard Butler because he looked fine. So
I was wondering what he's been up to. You don't really see him that much
he's
anymore.
He's acting in Plane. That's what he's doing.
Did Plane have a theatrical release though?
I have no idea. Gabe he said he wanted to watch it. So that's all I know.
Good job, Gerard. Good luck out there.
Good luck, Gerard. Well, I think our grand finale is always our beloved Bravo. So
Love Bravo.
got to do our traditional Bravo recap. I mean, the Scandival thing has still been evolving.
Ugh.
There was the headline of Raquel checking in.
This was great.
To checking herself into a mental facility.
Breaking: Raquel has been entered a mental health facility.
But wasn't she at the spa?
2 hours later, her and Tom were at Miraval. They were at a fucking wellness spa. And I don't know if it was their PR team that put that out or if whoever posted the article didn't realize that Miraval's not a rehab. I don't know.
Research.
Yeah, what was the disconnect
I feel like it was their PR team has been not good.
No,
I don't think they have one.
Well, I think they all quit.
Yeah.
Oh, they probably quit.
I think it was them trying to get the message out.
Yeah.
But when I went to my weird witch weekend,
Yeah.
I went to this place Kripalu.
Oh, yeah.
But there was a Miraval there, across the street.
Oh, really?
Was it in Mass?
Yeah, it's in the
the one in the
Berkshires.
Berkshires.
Yeah, because I think the one she went to was in Arizona.
Yeah, that's the original one.
the Real Housewives of OC.
I thought she was in Plymouth, Mass.
No. There's just two. But I was just that is not a mental health facility.
No, it's a bougie spa.
Bougie place where people get astrological readings and spa treatments.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's where they were.
Dumb Rachel.
It's so funny, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, she's
I was
getting help.
oh my god,
yeah.
is she okay?
Yeah, that was my reaction
Yeah.
too. Oh wow, probably a good thing, but no,
Yeah.
she's at the spa.
And
No.
Tom was trying to drag Miraval too because they did a post of it was two little lines from the Vanderpump Rules song and alluding to them being there, and Tom was like, "That's so unprofessional." Tom Sandoval was going off at Miraval for posting about it, and it's shut up.
Yeah, you're not. Again, it's not a mental health facility.
Yeah,
they
what?
can use this.
Shut up. They're trying to get more clients to come in.
It could be light.
Yeah.
Keep it light.
Yeah.
Lala did say that Rachel was having a mental breakdown or on
Lala
the verge of
forecasted
it.
it.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
guess the episode tonight, Andy was saying
I'm so excited.
people suspicions are arising in tonight's episode of what's going on. Yeah, it finally starts to unfold.
I'm really excited.
I know.
Oh wow.
And people were saying that I guess in a scene of a show that's about to come on, I guess Ariana has a scene with Raquel where she's expressing that she thinks Tom's cheating on her, and Raquel does
What?
And Raquel tells Ariana don't worry, I'll be here for you if something happens. people were saying that like that's something that happens in the near future.
That's
Yeah. And it's like, how
Woof.
how in the hell can you look someone in their eyes? And like Ariana's constantly going to bat for this.
next
Yeah.
level of
No,
fucked.
She's
that would
a
like
sociopath.
erode
Yeah.
my trust to a place where I would like, I don't know.
She's like not a real person if that's how she acts. It's so strange.
Well, that's a selfish narcissist behavior.
On a lighter note, Ariana is thriving though.
yes.
I mean, isn't she going to be on Dancing with the Stars now?
yeah.
That's great.
Lifetime movie.
She'll do much better than Kim did. Lifetime movie.
Yeah.
And she's promoting a vibrator,
Good for her.
which I think is perfect.
Got
She
that
was
money.
just like promoting something with like Bloomingdale's too.
Oh.
She had like a paid partnership with them.
It's gonna be
Yeah. Get all that money because
all that
Tom's
money.
not going to be able to pay for that house. So get out of there.
Yeah, he's
Ugh.
in debt and deep in debt.
Is Howie Mandel.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God. And of all podcasts,
I didn't
like
see it, but I heard about it.
I watched it.
it just kills me too that like
I'm deep.
Howie Mandel.
I know. And he knows nothing.
Aren't they
He's
friends or
"It's not
something?"
that Tom is like friends with the producer of
See,
that
that makes more
podcast.
sense. And he definitely went on there because Howie didn't know anything
Yeah,
and
'cause he
couldn't
knew
like
nothing.
ask
Yeah.
him questions.
But
He's
that's
like, it's
so
not a
whack.
big deal. You guys weren't even married. It's like, Howie,
yeah.
shut the hell
yeah,
up.
that's so
You don't know the
stupid.
history here, Howie.
Yeah.
Didn't Howie say like, well, my daughter's a fan, so like,
yeah. And she was the only one she like kept trying to like explain who everyone is to him.
oh yeah,
Which
and
like
then
that should have happened before the recording, but all right.
and isn't Andy ripshit?
Yeah, he's really mad.
Oh well, I mean, I don't blame him.
And like the Bravo podcast universe is really mad too, because it's like, why would you like that is a very exclusive interview.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the first
The
interview
tell-all.
post Scandival.
Howie Mandel.
And Tom sucked. He kept trying to blame Ariana for everything.
It was
during
horrible.
It. It's disgusting.
He's like, I mean, I tried to like go to therapy and to break up with her. And then she just like kept improving. It's like,
And it's
yeah,
like,
dude, that's what
yeah.
you do in therapy.
Exactly.
Are you kidding?
and like, what do you mean tried to break up with her? Like what?
Like
He was like, oh, she didn't suspect anything. And it's like, because you're her boyfriend. Why should she be thinking that
Yeah.
you're cheating? Like, that's like baseline trust
Yeah.
that you should
Yeah.
have between each other.
I know. At one point, he was like, and yeah, I mean, I guess like she trusted me. It's like, yeah, dude.
Like, what a joke. Like, okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was not a good look for him.
horrible.
Rough. You know
Anyway,
what?
we'll see what more mistakes he makes tonight that we can talk shit about.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm
so
excited for the app.
He gives us ample material because
All
he's
the time.
out of control.
Yep, pretty much. Well, thank you, Sam, for lighting up our lives yet again with all your wisdom.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, it was a lot of
Again.
fun.
Yes, always
Love
come
it.
on, please.
You'll be back, I'm sure. I hope.
Yes.
Yay.
three-peat.
Until next time, over and out.
Bye.